up, YouTube? KezisRT here, coming at you with another video. Video I wanted to record a little bit earlier, just couldn't because, you know, my car got hit. So anyways, gonna be doing a video about 8 things I hate about my car. And this is my car in particular, you know, not everybody else's car or anything like that. You know, everybody has their own preferences. But I'm gonna go over 8 things that I hate about my car. And it's not so much hate because, you know, the car is awesome and I love it. But, you know, it's just kind of nitpicky things, I guess you can say, about the car. Alright, so let's start with number 1. And I'm sure a lot of people hate this. Or I don't know what your cars would look like, but I've seen other videos where people hate this. The fitment here, it's nice and even, you know, nice and even. And then there's a fucking massive, like, gap. It's like, boop, boop. But, you know, I've heard of people's hood shaking at certain miles per hour. I know RP Production says his hood used to shake at around 90 miles an hour. Mine luckily doesn't. I don't know if anybody else's does. So that is number 1. The fitment around, look, here's nice and tight and gets a little gappier as we go along. Same here in the hood. It's tied up there. So that's number 1. Number 2. This plasticky trim there. Let's see if I can reposition the GoPro. Well, I can't because I have it mounted, but it looks like wavy. But again, fitment issues. I mean, it affects absolutely nothing in the car. But, you know, just little things like that. Again, just nitpicky stuff. Nothing that's like, oh my god, my car's gonna fall apart over it. I just wiped the back of it off because it was insanely dirty. Like, when I mean insanely dirty, I mean like insanely dirty. So that's another thing that I hate. I don't know why, but the back end just gets extremely dirty. Everything from here all just catches all kinds of black soot and dust, and I'm sure a lot of it is from in there. Oh yeah. Enough all the exhaust shit just flies up and sticks to the car. But that is number 3. And another thing people hate about these cars, I mean, me not too much because I understand why they do it. These skinny little tires, you know, mine luckily came with a package for 375s or 275s instead of 245s. These in the back are 315s, upgraded them to the Aturos 315s. So these back wheels being so damn skinny on these cars, it's just insane with traction. I mean, I had massive issues with the 275s getting traction. Would just spin up first, second, and third gear on these little tires. I can only imagine what you folks in the 245s are experiencing. Jesus Christ, 245s? That'd be no traction whatsoever. Picky-ish because it doesn't really affect anything. I just absolutely hate it. These side markers going sideways on the wheels. You know, the 14s to 11 have the side marker like here going that way. That looks cool. But this going like that across the wheel is absolutely horrid. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. So that is thing number 5. And here's, you know, this one's specific to my car. these brakes, they make a clicking sound, and I'll get some footage of it later. I don't know if you can catch the rotor, but it's like, I'm not gonna say it's like super scratched or anything, but it is kind of scratched. And they make a clicking sound when I'm cranking the wheel, either left or right, doesn't matter. They both make the sound. So you would figure, you know, on a car that they're expecting you to spend $50,000 on, they would kind of get that shit right the first time around. I mean, it's not like it's rare, it's mass produced. Yeah, so that is thing number 6. Thing number 7. Well, I guess you can include this with number 6 as well. These brakes just generate so much goddamn dust. So dirty. These 6-piston Brembos are insanely dirty. So I guess you can keep that as number 6. And then number 7, thing number 7 that I hate is inside the car. And I mean, I know why they do this, to keep costs low and be able to give us these cars for, you know, not too much, but this plasticky stuff. Figure they can get nicer material, but, you know, don't want to go and spend $70,000, $80,000 either on a car because of the material. But that was that clicking sound for my brakes. You know, I don't know if anybody else is having that issue either or not. But the last thing, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it because the car's kind of warm, but my active exhaust, and I've heard this on other cars too, it's noisy. It's noisy as hell. So you can hear that little creaking sound of the metal, I guess, inside for the active valve. But that is a list of 8 nitpicky things that I hate about my car. And again, some of these are car specific. You know, some of them are on all the cars, like the fitment issues and things like that on the hood. The only one that I really hate is the one for the clicking sound. That one I don't like. I just haven't had time to take it into the dealership. But yeah. And you know, again, it's just nitpicky things. Love the car overall. Car overall is amazing. Keep tuned in to the channel. We'll be making a video about 5 or 8 things that I love about the car. Because, you know, ultimately that's why we have these things, because we love them and they're awesome. You know, whether you got a V6, whether you got a V8, whether you got a 392 or, you know, 345, we all do it because we love these cars. So again, stay tuned for the next video. You guys have a good one. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe.